Moon over Parma, bring my love for me tonight. Guide her to sweetness on the secretary light. We're going exploring, gonna kiss and soul and move over skies Arcadia tonight. Do. Woo! Hey, howdy everyone, Lost Leader here, and I'm back again! Once more, for another time. And we're in a battle again, once more, for another time. Ugh. But you know what, we're doing A-okay. And ain't that fine and dandy like rare candy. Woo, doggy. Ah, jeez, why are you... Stop hitting me with the hit and the whatnot. Not cool, brah. Not cool, broski. Alright, let's see. What was I doing regularly? It wasn't magic. It was focus, and then I did her S move. Yeah. Oh yeah, who remembers how to play this game? I remember how to play the game. What's that do? Power Silverstone do damage. Sure, let's see how that looks. Oh, I really love the way that she does it. Every time. I never get bored of it. Woo, doggy. Oh. But no, seriously. I've been doing pretty good. I hope y'all have been too. Forever how long you've been waiting for this. But, everything's peachy keen, fine and dandy like rare candy. Oh, wow. That is a really cool move. Didn't do nearly as much as I thought it would, but okay, fine, whatever. Everyone could just attack and everything would be fine. But yeah, very much in a singing mood, I suppose. If you don't know what that song is from, I don't either, because I learned it from a show. I learned it from, how to say, the Drew Carey Show. The Drew Carey Show used to have that as their title sequence for quite a lot of times. What is this guy? This is from Nasr. You don't look Nazarian, I wish to warn you. Okay. So we can't go past the reeds, that much is what they told me. So I can just explore around and... Ah! Well then. Oh jeez, that is a lot of minsters. That's not the good. That's the one that most likely get me the best. Alright, so let's just focus for those two. Hopefully the rest die properly to Alpha Storm. But yeah, as a kid, I actually watched the Drew Carey Show quite a lot. It was one of my favorite shows to watch. And honestly, I consider it a pretty good show. The only problem with the show that I know of, for the most part, and like I went back and watched some of it, not recently, but I have went back and watched it. It did not age well, for one, and the last few seasons are really bad. Like, they are just awful. They're not fun to watch or anything. Mainly because the way that they set it up was Drew Carey, which I believe he is just called Drew, and I think his last name is Carey in the show. Hence the whole entire name and whatnot. But like, he had like a nice dynamic with his friends and whatnot. Like Kate and I want to say Olsen or Wilson or something like that. And I think his name was Ryan. It was Ryan Stinnels from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like, they were in the same show together and everything. But like, it really was like a really nice comedy show for its time. Like, it worked in everything. The only real problem I've had with the show was in this last season, where everyone kind of changed. It wasn't like really... It was weird because everyone changed in a weird way. Wandering Lake. Truth behind the story of the disappearing lake is even stranger. Temperature differences make a large bowl of rock floated above the desert sands, holding a lake of clear water. Once the water cools off, it settles downward again. Okay. Thank you, lake area. Sure. We'll take it. I think largely what's pretty awesome about this game so far is that you're not exploring as one solid party, but rather as, like, in a ship. I'll be, like, playing it on the ship. So I always like that for this, but to get back to Drew Carey and whatnot, largely the show is it's very basic sitcom status. It really is, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's just that kind of show. But there's a lot of things that in the later seasons they just decided to change everyone's character in a weird way. And I think it all started happening when Drew started dating Kate and his former lover at the same time, because that was very uncharacteristic of Drew in the show. Because in the show, Drew Carey was supposed to be like this everyday type of man, like the straight man of the entire group. He's the one that had the most common sense and had to deal with a bunch of lunatics all over the place. And that's why I really like the show, because largely a main character, I think, should not have be really wacky and be a main focus. It should really be the other characters around the main character, and the main character is the guy that's like, "What are you all thinking?" type of deal. I think the biggest example for that is Will Arnett, which he's one of the few actors I actually know by name, but largely all of his shows have failed, every single one. And it's not because Will Arnett is a bad actor, far from it. He's really good at what he does, but the thing is that he's not the straight man. He is the person that's kind of wacky and goofy, and he can't pull that off. It's not something that he does. What is happening with everybody? I've been talking about other things, and just things are not going my way. It should be fine. But my main reasoning for saying that is because, like, when you put Will Arnett in a side role, it doesn't even have to be like he's the guy that like you just see every now and again, like he's just a side character. He could be a main character. He was that in Arrested Development, what started his fame from there. But when it comes to like actually being the main character, like the solid focus, it doesn't work. The characters he plays, they're not likable, not in the sense of degree that like you root for them. And that's just the case in point. Oh, dude, right here. There we go. I found the Temple of Pyrynn. Yes, indeedy. Temple of Pyrynn, a stone building thought to have been created by an ancient dynasty. The stonework and construction demonstrate a high level of technology for that period, but no clues are left that point to the purpose behind these huge creations. So aliens. And maybe Will Arnett.
Wow.
This is the Temple of Pyrynn? It's huge! I can't believe it! It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen!
Oh.
People of the old world were able to build this thing in this heat? And it's built on sand, too? It's incredible! Deep within this temple lies the red crystal. Be careful, though. According to Sylvanite lore, it is guarded by hordes of creatures. Well then, let's go! Oh, Belna, what are you going to do? I'll be waiting out here, and besides, I won't be able to help you fight off monsters in this outfit. Well, it might be a little rough in there for a beautiful woman like yourself.
Hey!
Oh, really? What about me and Fina? We're women too, you know. Just what are you trying to say? Come on, Fina. Let's leave Macho Man behind and get the crystal ourselves. That might be kind of fun. We'd probably get it faster without him. Hey, wait a minute. I didn't mean... Watching the three of you really cheers me up. You're all such good friends, and Vice is so funny. Well, I'm sure a beautiful woman like yourself has got herself a much, much, much better guy than Mr. Foot in his mouth. Sorry. There's no one special in my life right now. Well, there is someone that I'm in love with, but he would never even give me a second look. But I don't want to talk about it right now. You should probably get going. I'll be waiting here. Be careful in there, okay? Don't worry, we'll be back before you even notice that we're gone. Alright, sure, Vice, sure. Things will work out for you. Alright, cool, so this is the last one. What else did you have to say? Nasr bask in the light of the red moon. Most of the creatures that live here have strong connection with it. Try using a purple moonstone on your weapons. You'll see that you inflict much more damage on them that way. Okay, so everyone's going to turn purples. Yeah, this is going to happen. It's kind of a funny way to, like, make a player use strategery. But, you know, whatever. What do you wonder this pedal is for? Strange, isn't it? Human ritual sacrifices? The world may never know. Okay. So what's in here? What's in here? I don't know, but there is a save point. Gonna save. Yeah, saving. And we're gonna save over here. Yes. Where? Ever since my Golden Sun incident, which I'm still not sure. The verdict is still out on whether or not I will have to go back or not. I'm gonna be cautious and save on 2 different files at all times because I do not want the rest of that. Oh, that's really cool. The map actually fills out when you're walking around. That's a nice way to actually go, like, you haven't visited this area. Maybe you should. I know there's an area right here, but how do I get to it? Because it's kind of... Can I? No, I can't. I was trying to press first person view and that's not going to happen. So let's just go in here. Okay. Is there music? Oh, yes there is. It's quite lovely music. Oh. Some nice music. It's so lovely. Okay. What the? Why can't I get... Okay. That's weird. So this is the way I go back, I take it? Alright, so this is the way I get in here, okay. Let's see further on. Ah, temple. Ah! What the heck? Alright then. Well, now's a better time than any to start talking about more comedy. Well, rather, situation. But yeah, back onto my Drew Carey thing. It really got to the point where Drew Carey was unlikable in the show. And that's kind of what ruined the whole entire show, I think. And why it fell apart as it did. Because, Kate left the show pretty much after that. Like, they kind of, like, written her out that way. And, like, the show just did not carry on nearly as well as it could have. I need to switch my weapons. Because she said purple. So, let's go ahead and do that soon enough. Ah, jeez! That's not so cool, buddy. Why? Okay. What? Vice, why are you attacking them? I want purple. Alright, that's clearly purple right there. What else can I do? We'll just attack. She also needs to go purple. There we go. I'm not sure Alpha Storm is something I should use. Let's just try attacking. And... oh, cool! Her little thing actually, like, changes. That's nice. 0! Alright, no, that did damage. It's just, I guess she's, like, underleveled or something. Oh my god! The damage has been dealt, and it's done. Oh my goodness. Who was that? Get him! Really? So Vice is the only good attack around here. Everyone else is just awful. Oh my goodness. Alright, so he needs to keep attacking. But these Mammoth Tikis, they're not doing me any favors. Oh, jeez. I suppose what I could do is this, and then have her on heal duty. I think she has. Oh, let's see here. That and whatever this is. Blesses each party member with generation. Why is it 12 though? Let's have her as. Well, her attack does nothing. Let's have her at use item. Who has the lowest? She does. Okay. So still can't use it, really? Oh my god. Alright, so
Let's try this.
hopefully this works out. I am surprised how much damage I'm taking right now. I mean, it's probably fair. I probably should have leveled up a little more, but whatever. Maybe stop talking about the Drew Carey show. Whatever. I'll still keep talking about it. But that's mainly the point. I mean, aside from that, like the Drew Carey show was actually pretty good. It really was. One of them was gonna almost die. I think yeah, it's her. She's the only one that could actually like bring somebody back, I think, too. What did the treble do? What? Okay. Sure, whatever. Let's go ahead and give her this too. Okay. Alright. Let's move for each party. Okay, that's why it's so much.
Give us your blessing.
I really like that little like voice effect. It's so lovely. I love it so much. I love that filter on there. Yeah, it does so much damage, but like she just does not do anything. Oh my goodness. There we go. Treble again. What does treble do? What are they doing to me? I know Lava Storm does things to me. Oh my god, everyone's like almost dead again. That needs to stop happening. Jeez. Oh nice. 200 is very good. Oh yeah, that's what you want. Oh, this reminds me, in Arcadia, what is it called? Arcadia? Is it called that? How to say? What is his name? Arcadia Mystery Dungeon. I played that essentially with just regen as my health, and it was like the suckiest thing to ever suck because, like, it's a roguelike. It's a roguelike in every way, shape, and form, but it's like one of the easier ones, so it's easier to get along with and whatnot. And it's a really great introduction to it. I suggest anyone that's like, I want to get into roguelike, or like, what the heck is this game? They should play that, because that's probably the best way to get into that genre. Because it's one of the easier ones to get into, and they're very hard. Roguelikes are one of the hardest genres ever. They just are. Just like the starting baseline is like hard for every other game out there. And it's not really because the actual premise is hard, like it requires a lot of mental thought and everything like that. No, it's very defeatist. Like, if you lose once, you're kind of screwed for the rest of the game. Shinra the Warrior in particular is a series in which really proves why you don't go into roguelikes. Oh, so was it a trap then? For receiving money? Really? All right, well, you know, I'll just take it. It's fine. Okay. But it really does set a precedence for it, and the only way I had to heal was through regeneration because I chose a party team. Oh, what's around here? Where are you? Well, you should be around here, closer. It's like right there, isn't it? Let me shoot at it. Let me shoot at it. Why can't I shoot at it? It's right there, though. What was I talking about? I keep getting distracted by things. But seriously, it was like the worst thing to have, because not only did I just have regeneration, but for some reason, the class that I had, which was I think it's called the Sovereign class. It's basically like princess and princes that like have their own abilities that are like really cool, like and whatnot. I pretty much had that as my go-to for healing, and they have a glitch in the game, and they even acknowledge it. Who was it? I think it was Atlas was the one that acknowledged it, but there's a glitch in there that specifically sometimes your own cast for the Sovereign class will miss the entire party, and it's like that's kind of a big, almost game-breaking glitch, because like it happened like 25% of the time you miss your own stat for yourself. Like everybody else would get it except for the Sovereign class that you are, so they wouldn't get the regen. So it really sucked too, because I was the Sovereign class, so a lot of times my character would die. And basically how I beat the game, which is pretty hilarious, both of my teammates died, and I only had 2 more left, and you have up to 4 party members in total. So I pretty much just powered on through, and I only had 3 party members when I faced the final boss, because one of the earlier ones, they died. So it was just those 2, and they, oh my god, call for allies. What is with you? And what's with the, like, we're already getting enemies. Like, we've already seen this type of enemy before. Death's Head? Really? Okay, fine, buddy. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get that going. But it really is just... It sucked so hard, but I was like, you know what? I'm here already. Let's just go ahead and try to beat the final boss. Because the final boss, I heard, wasn't that hard in comparison to the rest of the game. And honestly, the hardest thing about that game is the DOEs. The DOEs are pretty much just like really buffed mid-bosses, and the reason why they're so awful is because they consistently regenerate within the dungeon that you're in. So every time you get a little further in the dungeon, they start appearing, and then you have to fight them, and then you exhaust all your resources, and you have to go all the way back just to get your resources back again. And just, it was an ongoing struggle throughout consistently, and it just is really bad, and I hated. It made me find out that I don't like roguelikes whatsoever, and that's fine. I beat the game. It was a good game. It was a good game. Like, don't get me wrong. If you want to get Eternia Mystery Dungeon, please do. Seriously, one of the best games out there to like really test. We still have an enemy? How are you still alive? Die. Huh. But it really is a good game. But I am not one for roguelikes. I could barely tolerate this. I could barely tolerate turn-based combat as is. And even then, it's just, I have to have combat engaging to me. And oddly enough, this is engaging. I'm not sure everyone would agree with me, mainly Quibi. He's consistently at arms with me with like pretty much any game that I have. Oh yeah, this is far strong. Yes, please and thank you. Thank you. It just kind of sucks that I improve attack and power. Like, I specifically gave her an attack thing and it just did not. Oh my goodness. Free defense, great magic. I think everything else is okay. Yeah. Okay. We don't need any of that. Any of the else. Oh, it's like close to here. Why can't I still can't get it? Really? Why? It's right there. I see it. It's just a matter of my thing activating. Sigh. I guess I'll get it some other time and day. Or just a little later on throughout this entire thing. Whoa! What the heck? Boulder. It's Boulder. It's over here. Ah! As soon as I'm gonna say there wasn't a lot of random battles, my goodness. I definitely like the fact they reduced the battles, though, because like, if I played the Dreamcast version, I don't think I like it nearly as much as I do right now. Lupin. Yeah, let's go ahead and just attack that. Magic? Is the one when they do magic, is it just miss or something? I really love that. It's just kind of like, maybe? Maybe it's magic? Maybe it's Maybelline.
Backlog. Alpha Storm.
Nice. Oh, I got 3. Other 2 got nothing. Wow. Okay. Ran away. Okay. Like I don't have any other special moves that hit other people without going into magic, and magic I have to use sparingly. I really do. The game pretty much forces that on you. Like it forces that agenda on you that you can't use magic otherwise. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's just actually doing damage. That's good. Alright, that one should die. Come on. What? Still? Oh no. Really? You jerk. There we go. Super fast. Ooh! Baby! That's what you like to see.
That was a close one.
Nice.